Diversity Peace Garden. All of your support through this journey has given me the driving effort to make this a reality. This garden has been a gigantic part of my life for the past 3 years, and it has been absolutely incredible to be involved with. I would have never expected that I could be standing here today when this project began exactly 3 years and 15 days ago. My involvement with Unity and Diversity actually began as a website project in the summer of 2011 when I was in Mumbai, India. I was bored and I was in need of community service hours for school, so my grandmother, Shakun Kimat Rai, led me to Maya Shahani of the Sage Foundation. From there, I went about designing the website for Unity and Diversity, which was still in its infancy. A few months later, Mr. Gorgievsky emailed me asking if I would like to create a garden in my hometown. I said yes, not expecting how much of an impact it would ever make on my life, nor how much work it would actually take. I got extremely lucky that year with the fact that the Center of Philanthropic Studies was created in my school, Franklin Road Academy. Mr. Tyler Brantley and Mrs. Brenda Huff of the Center of Philanthropic Studies supported me and guided me in creating the Peace Garden. Without them, I would have never heard about Scarlett Bennett, and this garden would have never been here, or most likely never have been created. Additionally, I had never gardened in my life, and gardening turns out to be a very big part of creating a garden. So, with Mr. Brantley and Mrs. Huff and Jennifer Threadgill and the chef over here, they guided me in creating this Peace Garden. And they brought me through my lack of knowledge in gardening, and eventually we were able to have a garden similar to what we have today, only a bit smaller. It used to be just the square in the center until this year. And we were only able to get that far with several volunteer work days, along with several snow delays for our groundbreaking. The volunteers and donors made this garden what it is, and without them, we would be standing around a very sad patch of grass right now. With the growing garden, Marie, my incredible co-manager of this garden, we began coordinating events, the first one being last May with my grandmother, Shakun Kimat Rai, one of my greatest inspirations for this project as a speaker. From there, it's been relatively smooth sailing, with wonderful volunteers every Saturday and incredible dialogue events. And today, we stand here to be the first inaugurated Peace Garden in the world. But with this, looking back, why did we do this and why was it worth it? The entire project was done in hope of a better future in all aspects. I feel like this garden is a symbol of our humanity and what may one day be. It may not feel that way to everyone, but it does feel that way to me. Observing this garden and working alongside volunteers, I've seen a growth every time I've been here, both physical and philosophical, an increasing openness between people working together, volunteers of all backgrounds, not looking at each other's differences in a way to separate them, but sharing cultures to bring people closer together. We are one common humanity, but we are not all the same person. Only with that realization can we reach a truly better planet with a common understanding across our arbitrary dividers. That is our goal, the goal of the human condition, not for us to just coexist, but to thrive with our differences. That is what I wish for all of us to do. At first, keep it in the forefront of our minds, to achieve that cultural harmony, and then eventually it'll become subliminal, and finally a force of nature that we can reach that harmony between cultures. And that is what Unity and Diversity is really about. And I would now like to introduce Mr. Peter Gorgievsky, the CEO of the Global Dialogue Foundation, who had first introduced me to the Peace Garden Project and has flown from Melbourne, Australia to speak for us today.
Good morning. Thank you, Kira. Hi, everyone. First of all, I want to acknowledge you, Kieran, for your commitment to unity and diversity, but really for stepping up to take responsibility to improve the world. And it gives me immense joy and satisfaction to really be part of this movement where youth are really stepping forward and taking the reins. When I first met Kieran several years ago, he was 14 years old. And thanks to Maya Shahani from The Sage and Shakun, Kieran said to me, Mr. Georgievsky, I really am interested in unity and diversity. I want to help the Global Dialogue Foundation, but I also want to help my community in Nashville, Tennessee. So here we are, and not only celebrating a beautiful inaugural Unity and Diversity Peace Garden, but also celebrating youth like Kieran stepping up and really moving forward to really create an environment that breeds coexistence and understanding and respect and tolerance and all of the values that we really, that we're longing for. I want to thank the Thewatis family, the Franklin Road Academy Center for Philanthropy, the Scarrett Bennett Center, all the donors, the volunteers, and everyone who has contributed to creating this beautiful inaugural garden. Their humble beginnings, though, the Unity and Diversity Peace Garden here is really valuable in terms of the contribution that it's making to the Unity and Diversity project. So, and also thank you, Kieran, for building the website. So I'll probably take another 10 or 15 minutes if you don't mind. I want to give you some of the information about the project. I know it's sunny and but I want to give you a kind of rounded out overview so that at least the time we have together today can inspire some further discussion and strengthening partnership and so on. So I want to talk about four things. One, what is the Unity and Diversity project about? Two, how the Unity and Diversity Peace Garden at Scarrett Bennett really connects to the global scale of the project. Three, how the project is being developed at local level in communities in other countries. And then four, how it's taking shape at the international level.